stand up and dance, but not today. Hello my lovely people, you're welcome back once again to my channel. If you're seeing my face for the first time, this is your beautiful sister, your elegant royal sister Tina Isoa Chiso. You're welcome to this Igbo series. Man, finally we are here. Yes, we are here. I've been thinking and wondering, how can I be residing in Igbo states? How can I be in Igbo land and I've not done all this series of representing our culture and all the things that it has to be giving out, the fun part of being from Igbo land? Okay, so you are welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel because I have lots of episodes to share on this series. Subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss it as they hot, as they drop them, you are just watching it. Okay, and please give this video a thumbs up, and one more favor, please be cool, share. Okay, share with your friends and loved ones. Tell them we are putting out a lot of amazing things, history, our heritage. Let us showcase it to the world. Don't worry, I got you covered this time around. Okay, because the bomoromo ndama elekiri no vojita ya dido no man eke, dido no man orio, dido no man afo, dido no man akwo. So you're welcome to today's video. I just want to make an little intro of what this episode, what this series is going to be about. But on today, I'm going to be talking a little history of Igbo. You know, you see the way I just said a little, because sometimes people will say, are you wanting to talk about the Igbo history? But we know we have the archive, we have the heritage stored, we have people who passed. That was why those days we used to have stories, as in the night. So, and when you pass on those stories, you expect them not to forget it, to pass it on to generation. So I'm going to be sharing the little I know, or I've read, or I've studied, or and if you don't mind, you can put down whichever you want to equally share, and the things you want to see on this series in the comment section. Okay, thank you so much. So let's dive right into the video. The first thing I will be mentioning is about the history of Igbo people. Yes, when you come to Africa, you get to West Africa, you get to Nigeria, you want to meet the Igbo people. Yes, I'm here to tell you they are the third largest ethnic group in Nigeria. And where can you locate them? They are in the southeastern part of Nigeria, and they are made up of 5 states, namely Imo State. I have to start from Imo State because I'm from Imo State. Yeah, you got me, you had me right. So Abia State, which happens to be our brothers, that we just say, oh yeah, shift and go and multiply. Anambra, Enugu, and Ebonyi State. Not forgetting some parts of us that sometimes they say yes, we are Igbos. Sometimes they say no, we are not Igbos, and they happens to come from Delta State and that of River State. We know that some parts that speak Igbo there, so they are welcome anytime they want to be identified with us. These are the Igbo people, the Igbo groups that you get in Nigeria. But one thing I must tell you is that Igbo people are located every part. And is there anything like local government in other parts of the world? Yes. Every country you don't find an Igbo person, that means human beings are not living there. So we have migrated to every part of the world. Just speak the Igbo, you definitely see one person ruling, being in the seat of authority, or making money and making good things. We Igbos are more like philanthropists. We have learned so many things that I'm going to be sharing in these different episodes that will be coming up. So Igbo people are people who look back home. They want to, whether life or death, they want to come back home. They want to remember where they're coming from. So don't worry, we are getting into those parts. And on this series, I'll be sharing with you the Igbo culture, Igbo festivals, Igbo heritage, Igbo dressing, what the women in Igbo land want, what the women want, and our food. Yes, when it comes to food, when it comes to soup, ofe, now we get them. No hard feelings. So, but before that, before I start blowing the trumpets of the Igbos, yes, the history had it that the Igbos have kind of related to the Israelites, that one of our forefathers, by name, migrated from through the river, migrated from Israel to a place called Aguleri. Yeah, Agolo. I think it's Agolo. Yeah, migrated to Agolo. You know, when migration came there, started having children. He had 5 sons. Even when he passed on, the children spread all over the Igbos that you have today. And started making children. And the place he landed, the Henry landed, is currently called Aguleri. Yeah, if I have not mentioned that. And when he passed on, the children started migrating and they spread, and the Igbos, and even the culture, some of the things we do now, actually they inherited it from the Israelite, being the father of the Igbos. Yes, he's known as the father of the Igbos. And something like circumcision, something like the moon tail light, and so many other things that the Igbos do that are practically inherited from the Israelites. Okay, another thing I must highlight is that Igbos are mainly Christians. Like over 80% of Igbos are Christians. I know those days, I don't know if there are still people who do these traditional beliefs, gods and stuff like that, Abara and so. I remember those days when we were growing up, there was a man in our village that he had a shrine where people come and worship. They have their days, either a K day or whatever, those days. But the man has passed on, all those things are no longer. I don't know if there are still people who practice that kind of gods. Yes, but currently now, and I know of a man from Imo State who is a Muslim. So there are few of them who are Muslims, but they are predominantly Christians, and that's why we practice the 8-day circumcision and a lot of things that the Igbos do. I'm going to be sharing with you. And one of the things, because the Igbos believe, the Igbos believe, just like every other tribe, have their language, that our God, the supreme God, is called Chi, and hence that's why you hear Chisom, that's my name, Chisom, Nkechi, Uchechukwu, Chinenye, Chinyere, Chi, everything, just to tell you how supreme, how the Igbos recognize and hold on to their God, who have been our savior. It's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, there is an agitation in Igbo land that they should grant us Biafra. I don't know if it is a mutual thing, if it has to be done without fighting and killings and all that. If it is something that will come that way, oh my God, they should grant it unto us. But if it is something that will have to wipe off these people, like, no, I don't want us to go into extinction just because we want our own nation. Okay, there are a lot of things, like I said earlier, I will be sharing on this series, like why the Igbos regard home, wherever they are, they want to fall back home, life or dead. So I'm going to be sharing all that. If there are things you want me to talk about, I'm here. I'm going to be telling you about Igbo dishes. Our meals are always sumptuous. I just say let me make today's, or let it not be too long, and definitely I believe you're going to enjoy it. Okay, one of the cultures that are more or like common in Igbo land is the New Yam Festival, which I believe every part of the states in the southeastern Nigeria, the Igbos practice. The Enugu, Anambra, Imo State is the New Yam Festival, Iriji, Ewaji. It's more like saying God, that's the period where we harvest our yam, not just yam, we harvest our crop, and we tell God that those days they take it to the shrine and do all those rituals before they start eating it. But here now we don't take it to the shrine, rather we gather and tell God, thank you for giving us the fertile land to be able to get this food, get this crop, cassava and so many other things. But the only one that is being celebrated is the yam. But we are it happens usually August, September, depending on region, because it's being celebrated region wise, so we gather to say, God, thank you for the food, thank you. Like in my place we do mbomozo, and part of the mbomozo, we call it clearing of bush. Literal meaning of mbomozo means clearing of bush to go and harvest our yam and gather and eat and say, God, thank you. Don't you like this festival? and some other festivals that the Igbos do, like wrestling. Like there was one I witnessed, and I equally shared on my channel here, where for you to be a man in Igbo land, this is something that you must do. In my own state, in my own region, which is Isoa, I know it's commonly called age group. I know in every state they have how they identify theirs. Like I had in Ebonyi state, they do wrestling to be able to say you are fully a man or fully a woman and stuff like that. But in my own place, if you want to see that video, I titled it here. It said how to become a man, or Igbo ritual to manhood, how to be a man in Igbo land. Go and watch it. It's so fun. There is nothing fetish about it. There is nothing fetish about it. It's just fun and having age group. In fact, we used to sing a song, ihe koroya onye na-enwegu mebiri ihe koroya. That is to say, if you don't have age mates. And what is the basis of these cultural festivals? Gathering groups of people, say do this in the community, and that is why we Igbos who have been developing, we have been increasing. If you come to Igbo land, you will find out that we are the poorest, as in least developed part of this country. Not because we are just small, not because our governments in the 5 states are not doing well, but because of marginalization. But a lot of things you see in Igbo land today are being done voluntarily by philanthropists, training our youth, hustling, and that is why you see the highest market in the West Africa. And you see us hustling. Go to Abia State, there is a place called Aloji. You will ask, are these human beings in this part of this world? And go to universities. In case if you don't know, I've mentioned it in this channel before. Imo State, which happens to be from Igbo land, as small as it is, both in land mass and population and everything, produce the highest number of graduates annually in Nigeria. Do you see how diverse we are? There are a lot of things to talk about us. Please make sure, if you're an Igbo person, you're watching this video, do not allow our culture, our heritage, our things that we are known for, do not allow it to go into extinction. I beg you. It is our thing. If you call it our thing, we should do it the way you... Well, I made a video on why the Igbos build mansions at home, why they are living abroad. You will see that video and you will attest to yourself that we have learned our lessons and now we are back home. We're doing the best we can. If you enjoyed this particular series, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? You want to miss out on the ones coming? Please do not miss out. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that YouTube will recommend the video ASAP to you, and at the same time share with your friends and loved ones. Let me know. Do not hesitate to tell me if there are things you want me to share on this series, and I'll be here. I'm thinking, should I make a video in Igbo language? Would it be interesting? Would it be something that people would not want to watch? Do let me know in the comment section. Make it very interactive. Please don't come hard on me if you're not an Igbo person. I'm just blowing our trumpets. Okay? Thank you guys until we see some other time. Igbo morom ekele mono. Mwah.